next move. So you're basically deciding to go within, meditation, if you will, and you're really trying to weigh the pros and cons. You're doing your best to do so. And this is why this young lady here has a blindfold on, because she doesn't want to use her regular eye. She wants to use her third eye to make her decision. So she wants to listen to that inner voice and what it's telling her. So you may be at a point where you are trying to make a decision on if you want to continue on with something, or if you would like to, if you should just move on, or should I choose this or that? Should I go this way, or should I just stay what I'm doing? Things of that nature. So I will be clarifying this set, this one, and this one. Because really these are the most important. Well, they're all important, but those are the most important. Okay. Moving on to the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. This is your circumstances card. Okay, so the Eight of Wands in the upright position, you're definitely going after a goal of yours, or even a dream that's, that you've held close in your heart, and you're actively working towards achieving it. When it's in the reverse position, then you're experiencing a lot of delays and obstacles and frustrations in regards to achieving this goal or this dream you may have. And, this can be really, really frustrating. Actually, this can be pretty angering. So a lot of times anger comes up with this card because it can just kind of infuriate you that things have just not been working out. So if you have experienced some anger in regards to achieving something you've been going after, the best way to deal with this is to try to take a step back and observe rather than trying to push or force something into happening. Because sometimes with the Eight of Wands in reverse, sometimes we just want to go ahead and keep pushing, and we just basically can end up applying too much pressure, which can then attract more opposition, more delays, more frustrations. You know, it can really work against us the more that we try to push and the more that we try to force an issue. So it's better to just step back and observe the situation, and be objective. That way you can see what's going wrong and perhaps why it's not working out. Maybe you've missed something, maybe there's something else that you need in order to make this happen. It could be many different things, but overall you need to step back so that you can reorganize your goal. Because if you stand back and look at it objectively, you'll be able to see, okay, wait, I'm missing this. So then you can reorganize your plan. And this will help you so that you can turn this card to the upright position and start moving forward again. And this can also indicate that if some of you, this may resonate with a few of you, if some of you have recently started a relationship or recently been interested in starting a relationship with someone, this can also indicate that there could be issues of jealousy and conflict arising within that. I mean, this can be a card of conflict and jealousy just in general when it's in the reverse position, but especially in regards to love. So, this can indicate jealousies and conflicts in a relationship. And it would also indicate that, perhaps the love interest may be fading away. Okay, for your focus card, we have the Four of Wands. So, this is a a wonderful card. This is a card of celebration. For some of you, you may know someone that's getting ready to get married, or a few of you may be getting married. And a lot of times there's a celebration that surrounds a wedding, or this could actually be a honeymoon. But this can also, just in general, indicate a happy home environment. And this could even be a reason to celebrate. Some of you may have recently moved and got a new home. And that's a reason to celebrate. But the overall meaning here is, there is happiness and there is a celebration, and it has to do with the home. So that's positive. But there is also a need to take stock of your life and be grateful for everything that you do have, no matter how big or how small. You should be grateful for every single blessing that you have. Some people are rather pessimistic and just negative. And hey, I'm a Virgo sun, so if I'm saying it, there are just some people that are just so pessimistic and so negative minded, and they just look to the dark side of everything. Like, I don't have any blessings. But yes, you do. If you're alive, that's a blessing. If you have good health, that's a blessing. If you have children, that's a blessing. If your children have good health, that's a blessing. You know, if you have food to put in your stomach tonight, that is a blessing. You know, a lot of things we have and people take for granted. So, this is a card of really acknowledging everything that you do have and being grateful for it, no matter how big or small. Okay, this is the card of your recent past, or for some of you, you could still be in this energy, but it is moving away from you, or it is already in your past. Here we have the King of Coins in the reverse position. Now, this is not a good man, okay? This actually could be male or female, for you and your situation. It doesn't matter, when you see king or queen, it can be, either gender. But in general, this is not a good king when he is in the reverse position, okay? This is a man he will take advantage of you if he has the opportunity to take advantage of you, especially on the financial front. Oh, he will. And this is the type of man that would literally, he's good at manipulating people into doing the work for him, while he just sits there and gets to collect and, act like he was a part of it, but really he was just being nasty. He's not trying to help anyone. Whereas, when the King of Coins is in the upright position, he is very good at making money, and he likes to help others make money for themselves as well. But when we have it in the reverse position, we lose that. So this is a man that is solely focused on, the material and the financial part from a greedy, selfish place. So this would be a very greedy, selfish person, and they may potentially try to use you, and it will not be to your benefit. So some of you may have had an issue with someone of this type of character. They could have been Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or they don't have to be. This could just be the overall energy expressing as someone that you had dealt with that has similar characteristics. Now, the King of Coins in the reverse position can also indicate someone that is into black market type of deals, things that would be, well, shall we say illegal or highly unethical. Yeah, because he makes his money in unethical ways, even skirting along the lines of illegal ways of making money. This is a man that will con you and scam you out of money if he gets an opportunity. Male or female, excuse me. Okay. And if you were scammed or conned out of some money, don't worry. Karma will get them. Trust me. There ain't much you can do in this life without karma coming for you. We all get ours, you know. So, if someone hurts you, don't worry. They'll be dealt with accordingly. You may not get to see it, but trust me, it'll happen. Okay, this is your present energy, the here, the now, the present energy. So here we have the Lover's card. So this is a good card. I mean, for some of you, you may be focused on a relationship, one that you already have. This could be, a romantic relationship. This could be a marriage. Some of you could be that are not in a relationship. You could be really focusing on, I want that relationship. So some of you may be focused on getting into a relationship. Some of you are already in a relationship. And the Lover's card is about, first and foremost, it's about, harmony between two people. And the sharing and giving, it's equal between both. They're equals here. So this is a very harmonious card. But the Lover's card is also about making choices, and decisions. So some of you may be trying to make a choice in regards to a relationship, whether you're in a relationship already or whether you're not. And for some of you that are not in a romantic relationship and you don't have any desire to be in a romantic relationship, this could simply be you with someone that would be a very close friend, someone that you would have a very special bond with. And there is harmony within this partnership, and you may be considering making a decision or a choice about something. It could be about the relationship between, you and the other person, or it could be, about, where do we go from here. For some people, you could be wondering, maybe we should start a business together. It could be many different things. But there is always some sort of choice and some sort of decision, that we're going to be making, or we're in the process of making. Maybe some of you are questioning, maybe some of you are, at a point of indecision of, should I stay in my relationship or should I let it go? That'll resonate with a few of you. Okay, this is your card of the near future. And today is March 2nd, so this would be about a week to 2 weeks out. For some of you, you could be experiencing this energy already. And for some of you, you will begin to experience this over the next few days to the next week or two. Anyhow, 8 of Coins. This is a good card. So this shows that you do have a skill. You have a skill or a set of skills that can bring you recognition. It could also bring you financial, you can make money, but it can also bring you financial opportunities. So this is a really good card, and this is the card of, continue to practice, continue to work on your skills because practice makes perfect. That is the overall advice of the 8 of Coins is practice makes perfect. So whatever set of skills you have, continue to work on them because the more that you work on them, the better they become. I mean, you're already fantastic with whatever skill you have, and everyone's skills are different. Every Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we're all different. We all have different skills. So, whatever your special skill is, or you may have several skills. So just continue on working towards perfecting them, and expanding them even more because opportunities are definitely coming your way to where you could achieve, some recognition and maybe even some money. Perhaps you get offered a job. Perhaps you get offered a larger bonus or something. Hey, we will take it. Hey, I know I'll take it. I'm Cancer rising. Okay. For the attitude position, we have Ace of Swords. So I love this card, okay? Excuse my French, but I love this card because this sword, it immediately cuts through any and all bullshit, okay? It gets you to the truth of the matter. So if you have been seeking the truth in any type of situation in your life, this is your card. This is your attitude card anyhow. So a lot of you are definitely seeking truth. But this is also about a new beginning. And it's a beginning where we are very focused and we're just ready to take action. We're ready to make things happen. Because, we have just been getting hit hard by, Pluto, transiting Pluto. So we're like tired of this nonsense. Let's get all the liars out of our life, and let's handle it. Let's get to business. So some of you could start new projects here. Some of you could be starting new jobs. Opportunity is definitely near. Now this card can also indicate a pregnancy, so someone you know could be pregnant or giving birth soon. Some of you could end up being pregnant soon, if that's something you desire. The energy is definitely there if that is what you want. It could happen. But I love the Ace of Swords energy. Okay, this is how other people would see you. And we have the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups, there's just an overall feeling of I'm bored, but the biggest being just discontent, feeling dissatisfaction with our life, with our lot in life. We're just not happy with where we are. We want more. You know, we're just tired of the same old crap different day. We're ready for something new. We're ready for an opportunity. And now, a lot of times, an opportunity does come your way with the Four of Cups, but sometimes the opportunity can be missed if we're too focused in our emotions and we're constantly just looking within and we're not looking around at what's going on around us. We could miss an opportunity. So, you definitely want to stay alert because an opportunity could come your way. But if you're too focused on yourself and your emotions, you could miss the opportunity. Okay, this is the position of hopes or fears. So here we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse position, which is far better in the reverse position. When it's in the reverse position, we are breaking free of a mental prison that we made out of fear, okay? When it's in the upright, we literally take our fears, and our fears make a prison within our mind. And then we're at a point where we cannot make a decision no matter how hard we try because we are just so full of fear. When we're in the reverse position, we are getting rid of that fear and it's not controlling our thinking or our actions anymore, and we are free to make a decision without it being fear based. So immediately I'm going to say this is a hope because considering most of us are having to make a choice in regards to something, we don't want to make the choice based out of fear. For the final outcome card, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse position. So, for a few of you could be recuperating, healing up after a surgery. So, and the healing is definitely speeding up with it being in the reverse position. So that's very good. Now, for everyone else, the Four of Swords, we're coming out of a period where we retreated. Maybe you withdrew and retreated from the world. Maybe you just simply have retreated into your mind, and you've been focused on yourself, which is okay. But some of you also could be returning from a vacation. That's a possibility as well. Because a lot of times when the card is upright, there is a need to take a break. And the reason that we need the break is because we have fought in a lot of battles. I don't mean physical battles, but battles, conflicts, just dealing with, you know, crap in general. It begins to wear us down. This could actually be conflicts between you and another person. But when it's in the reverse position, actually, when it's upright and you go to rest, it's like taking a time out. That can almost be like a retreat, like a temporary truce in between you and someone you're having a conflict with. But when it's in the reverse position, you're coming back out. You're ready to deal with life. You're ready to face the issues head on. And so some of you